Hey YouTube, T Holtz here. We're looking at my 75-gallon goldfish tank. Used to be my outdoor pond, container pond fish tank. Brought everything inside for my outdoor container pond and put it in the 75. Added some 3 more goldfish last week. You can see the smaller ones right there. They're much smaller than the other 3. These are probably about less than half the size, maybe a third of the size of the ones that I had. But they were all that size when I bought them originally, so the larger ones grew quite a bit when they were outside over the summer. Just common goldfish. We'll probably select from these 6 fish next year when the spring arrives and put 3 of them outside. Or not, maybe I'll buy 3 more and put them outside. We'll see. I haven't decided on that yet. I think it's been 3 weeks since I moved these fish inside. And as you can see, my pond plants, my water lettuce and water hyacinth are doing well. The roots hanging below the surface of the water. Some parts of it are almost reaching the bottom of this 75-gallon tank. These Amazon sword plants, I think what we'll do eventually is we'll repot these, put some fresh dirt in them. I'll either use these pots again, or I'll get something else, a different kind of pot. There's not a whole lot of dirt in these, so eventually the dirt is going to the plants are going to use up the nutrients that are in the dirt. But as you can see right now, these plants, they're doing very well. There's no yellow leaves. They're looking good, but they're going to need to be redirted. Probably do that in a couple months. The plants on the top here, they've had some browning of the leaves. In some cases, the roots didn't fall off like I thought might happen, but the leaves have kind of dried out and browned a little bit on some of them. Maybe they're too close to the light. They're getting more light now than certainly they did outside, so maybe that's having an effect on them a little bit. But they still look pretty good. I think the tell-all sign would be if the roots would be falling off. I think that would show that the plants weren't healthy. But I think the browning of the leaves might be just because there's a lot of light. I don't know. I cut back the light on this tank a little bit. Had these lights on for 8 hours. I've cut it back to 7. Maybe we can even do 6 eventually. But as you can see, look at these roots and how they are reaching into the water. You see it's at the point there on the bottom, which means the roots are growing. See how nicely they spread out into the water. I haven't tested the water or anything in here, but I'm sure with these plants in here, I'm sure the water's in really good shape. I've only done 1 water change on it. I'm sure these plants with natural filtration are keeping this water clean. I do have a Sun 304B. So it's a very strong filter on this tank as well. But so far everything's doing good. I would still like to get some dojo loaches. Here in this area we really don't have any good fish stores, just the big box stores. And you know, you go in there, which I go every week into the big box store. You talk to the people that work there, ask them, hey, can you order dojo loaches for me? They take your name down, and then that's the last I hear of it. So I don't know whether I'll ever get dojo loaches or not. They have a tank there that says dojo loaches on it, but there's very rarely any dojo loaches in the tank. They would be perfect here in this tank. You're in a unheated aquarium. Dojo loaches are semi-tropical. They would do great in here. I don't know if I'll ever get any. I don't know what other options I would have with goldfish in an unheated tank. This room that it's in does get pretty cold in the winter, so this water would go down probably into the mid-60s. So anything I would get would have to be able to stand temperatures like that. I'm really liking how this looks. I like the look of these plants, the way the roots reach down into the water. The fish like swimming through them. I don't know if they eat them at all. They do seem to pick on them sometimes, but they don't seem to be doing any damage to them. This is, again, my 75-gallon goldfish tank containing 6 Sarasa comet goldfish. Thought I'd give a little 3-week update on it. We'll pan back to get the full view. Thanks for watching.